Hello, amazing listeners of the Becoming You podcast. How are you doing? How did you survive this past week? Oh my god, it was hectic. I love you, sweet show. Well, welcome to the Becoming You podcast where we talk about the complexities of adulthood. I am your host, Bukola, and don't forget to tell me how you're doing in the comment section. So, on this episode, we'll actually be talking about life in diaspora, the good, the bad, the ugly. Right before we dive in, let's hear what these amazing people think of the adulthood phase.
Adulthood is responsibility.
Adulthood is complicated.
Adulthood is growth.
Adulthood is maturity.
Adulthood is being independent.
Adulthood is stressful.
Adulthood has been confronting.
Adulthood is draining.
Adulthood is decision making.
Adulthood is resilient.
Adulthood is overwhelming.
Adulthood is fun and adventurous.
Remember, I'm not here to demonize this phase, but to say it as it is. This episode is actually going to be very different because I have someone special here with me. Her name is Bisaya. So Bisaya is my friend. She's a teacher. She's a content creator, one of the people that inspired me and gave me the courage to do this. We've been friends for how long?
I think about 5 years.
Are you sure? It's not like 6 or 7 or something.
Did I say 5? No,
You
it's
said
like
5.
8.
Can you imagine? Yeah, we've been friends for a long period of time, like from year 1 in school. Okay, so Busayo, so you've been in Brazil for how long now?
I would say about 5 years. I think that's why I mistook you for like how long I've known you.
Okay, 5 years. How has it been? Just describe life in diaspora.
First of all, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. My life in the diaspora is not a definition of life in the diaspora because
Okay.
my life is quite different. But I think it gets really lonely. But then it's nice, you get to meet new people, learn about new cultures. There are the ups and downs.
When I came to Brazil last year, oh my god, I could relate to why people would cry online and everything. It was really lonely. It was that weird I'll be here for just a short period of time. But even with that, there was this void I could feel. What do you miss about Nigeria?
I miss a lot of things actually. I miss my family most importantly. I miss my friends. But then there's this thing of like now, even going back home, most of your friends are not home anymore.
Do you get?
Everybody has left. My sister.
This exodus thing happening with
The
Nigeria
move.
now. The move. Like everyone is leaving Nigeria. And I just keep on. I can't tell people not to leave because we understand how things
Of
are.
course.
We know how things are. But like, I don't know. Is there anywhere like home?
There's no place like home.
No place like home, guys. No place like home.
It's just the basic things. I miss pure water, like sachet water and gala.
Okay.
It boils down to the little things like people like you are being dramatic, but no, Nigeria probably won't even take the sachet water anymore. But then the fact that I can't have it, even if I want it, it makes it really, really difficult.
Generally, it's very hard to make friends these days.
Yeah.
So, do you think loneliness comes with staying outside the country, or is it just a personality? Like if you don't know how to make friends, you just don't know how to make friends. Whether you're within Nigeria or outside Nigeria.
I think if you're outside Nigeria, it's kind of guaranteed because
The loneliness
is guaranteed. Like it's difficult. A lot of people already have their friends. It's difficult to just break into people's cliques. Not like you wouldn't have people. You know people, you meet people here and there. But to have friends like you do back home, it's quite difficult. But if you're in Nigeria and you're not a very friendly person, there's a possibility that you live a lonely life. But then the fact that even if you tried to, it's difficult outside of Nigeria. It's quite difficult. It's sad. I won't even lie.
Have you been able to make any friends yet?
No.
Can you imagine? You're stuck with me for life. Why? Are you not trying?
I'm going to confess that I tried at the beginning and I realized how difficult it is because of course here there's also the language barrier.
Yeah.
There's sometimes they're cracking jokes and you can't relate, everyone is laughing, you're like, oh, was that funny?
I know jokes deal with context.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand the context, you just be left out there.
They have all these inside jokes that only people that have been here for a long time, people that are from here. Aside the language, there are some jokes that we'll make in Nigeria and it's not really a joke, but then we understand because there's a context, because we know there's a story behind it, and many more actually. It's just difficult. Let's just keep that.
Yeah, it is. From my own experience, actually, when I got here too, I tried, but there were just so many differences. And I feel like I had expectations from people. Like you said, everyone already has cliques. So trying to make friends sometimes just feels like you're trying to force yourself on people. It becomes very complicated. Like it becomes hard. Like you just feel like,
Yeah,
okay, maybe it's not worth
it's
it.
not worth it.
I'll just be on WhatsApp talking to my friends
Back
talking to-
home.
But I mean, it's not the best thing, really. It's not the best thing. We're supposed to like experience every part of this place, like experience every part of this new life. You know, the food, the culture, and the people.
Yeah, but it's not like you can't experience the people. Like the people want to talk to you.
Well,
They want to get to know you, where you're from. You get to talk to them. But friendship,
okay. So to you,
It's-
what is friendship?
a friendship for me is quite not complicated actually. Somebody that I know that I can reach out to all the time. Somebody I know I can share a lot of things with. Like someone that I know that I can be open with, vulnerable with. I won't just call anybody my friend.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I have a definition for every relationship that I have. If you're my classmate, if you're my roommate, if you're my colleague, if you're my an acquaintance, if you're just somebody I know.
Okay. I think my own grouping is like I have friends, but like I have friends for different purposes. I have class friends. Not
That
class friends. I have class friends. I have, school friends. I have gist friends. Then I have intimate friends.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you all fall into like my intimate like circle and everything. Like those are people I get vulnerable with. What do you look out for in people, like in friends?
Actually, I haven't made any new friends since I've become an adult. I have my friends have been my friends since I was a teenager, so it's like I've not really tried to make new friends. I really feel comfortable with the friends that I have, and I'm not looking to like go outside. I'm supposed to, but I just feel like I can meet people for different purposes, but not like make friends.
I posted something about friendship some time ago, and someone responded. She was like, making friends now is just very temporal. Nobody's expecting anything permanent. You're meeting me, we just vibe. After that, we go our separate ways, and that is it.
And that's exactly what I don't want. I feel heartbroken when people just leave me.
Friendship hearts break hearts. It hurts really bad, But like I think that's the wave right now. I think that's the trend right now. Everyone's avoiding commitments, even friendship commitments.
Yeah.
It's that bad. So like people just want to go with the flow. They want to enjoy it, enjoy the moment, and after the moment is like, okay, on to the next click, on to the next.
Let's move.
Yeah. Do you think it's a thing with our generation? We're Gen Z, right?
We are.
Yeah, we're Gen Zs. Yay! So do you think it's a Gen Z thing? Just moving with the flow and just going everywhere, or do you think I don't know, maybe we're just used to the fact that we're not always going to be with each other. Like, look at the whole like Japa thing. People you grew up with, you're not with them anymore. So everyone is just getting used to, okay, it's temporal after all. So do you think it's a Gen Z thing, a Japa thing, a trend thing?
I kind of feel like the jackpot thing has a very bad influence
Yeah.
in our life because we feel like, oh, we might be friends today, tomorrow you just call me and tell me you're in the UK, and there you meet new friends. I have to move on with my life. Like I'm not saying that's the only problem, but it's part of the problem actually. And also, I think there's a Gen Z thing about being scared of commitment. Even relationships, people are scared
We'll
of
get to
commitment.
relationships.
So like, imagine friendships like
Yeah.
nobody wants to commit, and it's so difficult, honestly, especially if you have a fragile heart like mine.
I actually think I'll blame it on social media. We've carried the short attention span that we have, like with social media, into our daily life, and nobody has time to waste on anything.
Nobody.
On videos, on audios, on podcasts. If you're listening to this, I really appreciate you. So like, nobody has time anymore, even with friendships and with people.
Mhm.
So I think social media has a part to play in destroying the friendship culture. Is that it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so have you had like frustrating days, like days when you just want to go back home?
I have actually. I think that was in 2021. I don't know if it was depression, but then I'm Nigerian, right? So I was like, those great people are calling me back home. At that point, where I just wanted to go back home. I was like, there's nothing here. I don't have any new friend. I don't think I have a life here. Not like I wasn't comfortable here or anything. I was going to school, I was working, and I was living my life. But then I just felt like this place is not for me. I have to go back home. Back home, I have my friends, I have my family, blah 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 blah. It went on for the whole year. Actually, it was a very difficult time.
I've not really had the go home moments of, oh, I want to go home, but I think I've had moments where I just get frustrated. I just miss the basic things, like you said. Like there was this day I was feeling ill and I was wishing I had somebody to just care for me. We feel we are independent. But the independence that comes with leaving your family and staying overseas, oh my god, or
Nobody
staying
talks
abroad.
about it.
Yeah, we don't talk about it enough. So I feel when we see people cry out sometimes, we should not be too judgmental. We cry in secret.
Like Nigerians just like, oh, go back home if it's that bad. Why not come back home and let us go? You will go, yes. Everybody wants to go. Everybody's looking for greener pastures. But when they are telling you about the negative side, it's not like they're asking you not to go to those places. Just for you to prepare your mind, like, oh, there's a possibility that this may happen, and then you don't get there and be like, so this thing happens there. It does.
Yeah, like I will try to let people know that leaving your country doesn't mean you're moving into like this paradise. It's not a perfect life. It's far from it. It's aside from being lonely, you have to work twice as hard because you don't belong to where you're going. So you have to like try so hard to fit in all ways. The bills. The bills are crazy. You have to like work twice as hard. A friend of mine was talking about the fact that his uncle will tell him that if you go out, you're always going to be a second class.
Even if you attain the nationality of that country.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult. You just would never feel like this is your place.
Okay, so the other time you mentioned like commitment, friends, and the fact that nobody wants to commit, and you said something about relationship. People say things like it's hard for you to find a partner outside the country.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard things. You know, people say things like ghosting is now the order of the day. Like nobody even wants to talk for so long. They are quick to ghost you, quick to like move on. What else have I heard? I've just heard so many things, and you know, my friends say things like, "Hold your man tight, oh."
Yes, hold him tight.
So, Sarah, what do you think about finding a partner? Is
In the
it
diaspora or generally?
in the diaspora? Yeah, in the context of this conversation.
Okay, first of all, I feel like if you are really keen on finding a partner, you have to be very open minded. I mean, like, totally open, like, very open, like, not ajar. I mean, open.
How open is open? I'm scared.
I mean, like, very open. You have to be open to new things. First of all, you are in a totally different country,
Yeah.
especially if you're in a totally different continent.
Uh-huh.
The culture is different. They think differently. They have different dating cultures that might not sit well with you. They have mentalities that might not sit well with you because of where you come from.
How has it been like? Have you been able to find a partner or something?
No, I haven't tried to find a partner.
Okay.
Because I'm not that
Ready.
open.
Oh, okay, you're not open.
There are so many things, so many cultures that I'm not ready to let go of. And really, if you're not ready to let go of things, it's going to hold you back from meeting people like future partners.
You were present.
This is going to be online.
So you're open.
Like I said,
Or do you want your African king, your Nigerian friend?
Exactly.
Which one?
Actually, I would prefer somebody from my culture because I don't want to be explaining things. And I also don't want to be asking too many questions like, why do we have to do this?
And intercultural marriage would not be bad though. Like I even want that, something to spice up the whole friendship.
It's cute. Just I would prefer somebody from my culture.
Like yeah, I understand. Guys, sorry, we're just gisting. So like we're talking about different things. I'm trying to like make it stay in check. Life in diaspora, like outside the country, but like we're just talking about friendships, relationships. People always ask like, what do you bring to the table? And it gets me angry when they always ask the woman, what do you bring to the table? The question is hardly directed to a man.
They feel like the men
already have something they bring to the table.
That's what they think.
That's
actually where we come from.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous assumption. But like we're not diving into that right now. So I just want to ask in friendship, what do you expect your friend to bring to the table? What do I bring to the table?
What do you bring to the table, my friend? What are you? Is it ribs and chicken and turkey that is inside the platter? Actually, I've never thought about that. Really. Like I said, most of my friends, I've known them since I was a teenager. So we've grown together and I don't know what to expect. Yeah. Well, it's not transactional because we've seen each other grow together. We've been there for each other. So I think what I would want a friend to bring to the table is, I don't know, themselves. Like, just bring yourself.
I told you I'm the class.
I better get out.
Yeah. What we're talking about is you just made that question feel more out of place. Yeah, very silly to me because asking someone what they bring to the table makes everything just transactional. Like it's
Exactly.
give and take. Oh, you have to bring something to get something from the
Something.
relationship, and
But actually, that's what most friendships are now.
that was what I was like trying to get to. Like now, friendships they don't happen naturally. You know, you said we've been friends for long. It happened naturally. Like there was just like this connection between us. But like now, these connections aren't there anymore.
They
Like you're
aren't.
going for networking events, people are sizing you up. You know, people are checking you
Like,
out.
what's she wearing?
Do you
Can you come
understand?
be my friend? What do you do? Oh, you customer service, Anna.
Oh God, you remind me of this networking program I went for. But don't worry, I'm not sharing the gist now. We've gone through a lot to actually do this, but like so far we've discussed a lot of things, yeah. You know, you've stayed here for a while. I think you've been able to like you've gotten accustomed to a lot of things and the loneliness, of course, and maybe you even understand how to like navigate it.
Yeah.
So, like, what advice would you give people that are currently going through this lonely phase of being abroad or being away from their family? Like, what would you tell them to do or not to do? And
Okay, so the first thing is don't be desperate.
yes,
I know we want to make friends. We need people in our lives, but do not be desperate because you need to remember that you are an immigrant in that country. So you don't really know how things go there. You don't know, like, some people might look like good people to you and then they're not actually good people and they can get you into trouble and all of that. So no matter how much you really need a friendship or really need people around you, do not be desperate. And if you want to meet people, the best thing to do is go out. If you're a religious person, go to places where you practice the faith, the church, the mosque, the temple, wherever. When you go to school or when you go to work, try to be friendly with people. Let them see that you're a good person, but don't force it. If they really want to be your friend, they'll move to you also. Like they'll.
but you know, friendship like takes effort.
It
So
does.
who then does the work? If you're asking people not to first,
No, but if you see that somebody also wants to be your friend, somebody is interested, I want to be your friend, but I don't know if you want to be my friend also. But if you show that you want to, I have been friendly with you. So if you are friendly with me, we can realize that okay, maybe this person wants to be my friend, and then we can, we can try to see if it works.
Yeah, speaking about being desperate and all, I think that's like a very, very important point because people take advantage of it. Your desperation, when they see like you're lonely and you really want somebody, especially if it's not for a relationship, oh my God, like you're in for a ride. So like yeah, I advise you, like she said, be very, very careful. We really just hope like one day home becomes a better place that we can just stay in, where we don't have to be scattered all over the place and
I really hope.
yeah, it's really not easy. Like, and if you're going abroad, I would like you to have a plan. A lot of people now are just going out because everyone is going out.
They are jackpotting.
They are jackpotting. You don't just follow the trend like blindly. Have a plan. Are you going to school? So after school, what next? You don't want to be an illegal person. You don't want to be at the mercy of others. And I think it's very, very important for you to have a plan, no matter how sketchy. You might not be sure, but just know that I'm going to do this because I want to achieve this and all. So yeah, you should have a plan too. Okay, so do you have any other advice that you want to give? Guys, like living abroad, like any life hack?
Yes. If you live in another country, as much as you're trying to be careful and all, you need to experience the place, like meet people, right? They might necessarily not become your friends, but meet people, make memories, take pictures, eat food. Yes, we like amala, our African food, our Nigerian food. But then if I'm miles away, like I would miss it. Yes, but then I wouldn't go miles away and still be looking for amala restaurant again.
Just insult me directly. Because I like changing my comfort. I like changing my comfort, but like I would rather make my jollof rice at home
I'm
than
not going
eat a
to
Brazilian
I'm
meal.
I'm not going to eat it to be looking for where they sell amala. No, I want to eat all the different types
But you'll
of
be
pasta.
tired. You'll be tired of the pasta and the cheese.
After you have experienced it.
Okay. You have a point there, Sha. You have a point.
Some people just arrive in a new country and the
They
first
don't
thing,
try.
where's the African restaurant around here? Just try it. They are not always that bad.
Yeah, it's a new experience. So just try to live the experience to the fullest. I know, like she said, be open minded because opportunities come from like talking to people. You might be looking for a job. You might be looking for a good community to be part of. Just talk to people. Be open minded. Have conversations with people. So what advice would you give to your younger self, like as you guys making friends? Would you advise her, like the younger Busayo, to make more friends? Because now the older Busayo is not making friends. I mean, So,
Oh my god. Okay, so one advice that I think I'll give to younger Busayo is you need to define your relationship with people. Not everybody should be called your friend. Now I actually do that. But then everybody was my friend, and then I'm this kind of person that would always like go all out for people, and then they don't do the same for me. So I would advise my younger self to like, you use your brain. Not everybody's your friend. Some people are just in your life because somebody can get from you.
yeah. Okay, what would I advise the younger Buki? Meet small people, go out. Yes, because I actually wish I had more friends somehow.
Oh.
Now I want to go out, but now the older Buki is very self-conscious. Like I'm careful about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, the people I'm talking to.
Which is very
Yeah,
normal.
yeah, it's expected, yeah, with the age. But if I was way younger, like I was carefree and maybe just participate in more activities, campus activities, participate in it, network. It's very hard to network as an adult.
It is.
Oh my god.
It is.
It is very hard to like I would have told the younger me to just go all out, network, meet people. Like she said, define your relationship so you don't get hurt in the process and just live life, enjoy life. Who would have thought when we were kids like that at some point leaving the country would be the next thing?
Yeah.
Who would have thought like that would be our reality, that would be the reality?
Like everybody wants to leave.
Exactly. It's a sad one. My friends are scattered all over the world, like really different time zones. Different things are happening with everybody. This is our new reality. So we just have to find a way to manage it, manage the loneliness. And I think, how can you manage the loneliness? Can you help us with that?
Managing the loneliness. First of all, you have to come to terms with it. You have to learn to enjoy your own company.
Yeah.
Even when you are alone, like learn to not be lonely when you are alone. Learn to take care of yourself, spoil yourself, take yourself out, go out alone, go to the cinema by yourself.
Yeah.
Of course, it's good to have people in your corner, to have people in your life. But while you wait for that to happen, while you are working on that, like also learn to know yourself. And it's also a good time for you to understand yourself, know what you like, the things that you like, the things you don't like, and all of that.
Yeah, we should see that as an opportunity for us to love ourselves better. Like do things like I cook for myself, cook nice meal for yourself. Yeah, just cook it, serve it in a very, very like nice way. Make yourself happy. Watch movies, do things, and stay connected with your family, your Niger family, your friends. You don't even have a choice anyway.
Like
So, so yeah, guys, I think that'll be all. I think we were able to cover up like a lot when it comes to friendship, relationships. I think we did. And on our next episode,
our next episode.
Yeah, I'll be bringing that up again. And I think I'll be bringing that up in March where we'll be talking about feminism. But before then, on the next episode, you guys are in for a surprise again. Like, I really don't know what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so on the next episode of Becoming You, what we'll be talking about is actually not yet defined. Just come. You guys are in for a surprise.
Again.
Actually, the surprise thing was it did not come to play now.
Oh.
Yeah, because I said if like you're not going to be available,
I said my schedule for you guys.
Thank you, Busaya. It was really nice having
You're welcome.
And thanks for sharing your insights on this matter, like on this topic. And let's stop shaming people. Yeah, when we see people crying or expressing their feelings online, the most we can do is just say the nice words to them. Yeah. It's actually very tough. You don't know what they sacrificed to be there. You can't just ask them to come back home. Let's encourage them. It takes a lot to come out and cry. I cry in secret. I can't cry outside.
No, you can't.
We need to work on fixing our homeland. That'll be all for today's episode. So catch you in the next episode. Bye, ciao, and see something Portuguese for us now.
Ciao.
Not ciao. So
Até mais.
Até
Beijos.
Mais. Beijos. Ciao. Thanks for listening. Catch you on the next episode. Do not forget to live every moment and leave no room for regrets. Remember to follow this channel so you get notification whenever I drop a new episode. Thank you. Bye.